My name is Tom Baer. Over 5,000 ancient Greek manuscripts exist that contain all or part of the New Testament. It is true that in some verses of all of these ancient manuscripts, they don't agree perfectly. You might ask, if this is true, how can I, Tom Baer, say that God has preserved every single word of the New Testament? Or you might insist that since this is true, then it's impossible to know for sure each and every word of the original Greek New Testament. In this short video, I will explain how God has preserved each and every word of the original New Testament, and I will show you a copy of it. During the past 200 years, scholars have been trying to determine the original wording of the Greek New Testament. For every variant between the manuscripts, they applied rules aimed at helping them determine which reading was most likely the original wording. While this method seemed logical and reliable, there was always some uncertainty about the final outcome for some verses. But during the past several years, the thousands of ancient manuscripts have been digitized, and they're now available online for viewing. So now, it is easier than ever to do comparative analysis of all the ancient New Testament manuscripts. Scholars have been collating all of the manuscripts, book by book and verse by book, or verse by verse, and they have discovered something amazing. First of all, as you would expect, this process revealed that some manuscripts seem to have more variations than others. But this process has also revealed that there is one family of these manuscripts that are obviously related to a common parent because they're all virtually in agreement with each other. But if you're like me, you would not be satisfied with almost or virtually. If God is truly in back of this, then there must be perfect agreement. The amazing discovery is that for the various books of the Greek New Testament, some of the manuscripts agree perfectly with each other, exactly. Though these manuscripts were discovered in cities throughout the ancient world, they still agree perfectly. Now, it's easy to remain skeptical and look for ways to explain this away. But for me, I consider this a miracle and clear evidence of God's fingerprints. Multiple manuscripts found in various places in perfect agreement are evidence of God's watch care over the original words. I'm holding a copy of the Greek New Testament that utilizes the exact wording of those particular ancient manuscripts that are in perfect agreement with each other. And I have every reason to trust that it is the exact actual words of the original Greek New Testament. By the way, I know how to read the Greek New Testament, so I can report to you that while most of the English Bibles may vary from my Greek New Testament, they really don't vary much at all. The New Testament message is clearly communicated in them, and God commands all people to obey this message. I have produced a two-part instructional video that goes into detail about these things. If you have further interest, visit my website, stonescryout.info. Thanks for watching.